how long will it be until you're marketing technology and AI? Just
Well,
kidding. Just kidding. But seriously, I mean, like it's so different, right? And
well, it's, we look at our solutions through four different lenses, right? Customer experience optimization, marketing technology, platform enablement, um, solution architecture and delivery, and AI transformation, because it's in everything, whether it's in a MarTech platform or whether it's in how, we're bidding on ads, or whether it's how we're writing code, like AI is not going anywhere. It's inherently part of it. I think there's an interesting discipline around best practices in AI and how to use it and how to deploy it as its own kind of solution area that we are out there consulting with clients in, but it's already inside of everything that we're doing anyway.
Mhm.
So it's just and a lot of a lot of companies are really pushing AI driven everything, and I like to try to find a balance between there's a very critical aspect to human aspect to making sure that the AI is being deployed responsibly. So we're still 50 humans, making sure that the clients are getting what they need every day. The technology and the tools that we use to drive that is evolving and is going to be involve more and more AI, but there's always going to be, I like to think there's always going to be a human somewhere in that process.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So if I tomorrow, I'm going to listen to this, I'm going to go, man, Maria's smart. I'm probably going to call Trellis. But if I don't do that, what's the first thing I should go do after I get done listening to this?
Um, as a leader,
Yeah, to bridge that gap in
mhm.
marketing and technology and take full advantage of what's happening today, what's the first thing I should go do?
I think the companies that are really winning big right now aren't necessarily having the biggest budgets. You don't necessarily, say, "Oh, I can't do it because I don't have enough money to do it or enough budget or investment." I think you just stop treating marketing and technology as kind of separate conversations. They need to
Mm,
be together in the same room, and I think it's applicable to every leader in every space. And you just have to make the decision to invest in that, collaboration and defining for yourself and your organization not only how do we think about marketing, how do we think about our brand, how do we think about our technology, but then, what is it underlying, what's driving all of those things, and how can we do it in a way that's going to benefit our business the most. So how are those things coming together? So I think they're just those conversations that need to be had in the same room.
yeah, that's great. So still have your specialist leaders as marketing and technology, but
Mhm.
make them work together,
Mhm.
facilitate that process of getting them to work together and understand. So that's just good C-suite management in general, but that's such an incredibly unique thing. One of the things I was curious about is like, is there a mechanism for forcing that thinking? Like one of the things that we consistently do and talk to clients about is journey mapping.
Mhm.
To take someone through that process because it's no longer about what's the tech stack and what's the marketing program. It is what is the consumer's experience. So you brought that up earlier. So it,
100%.
yeah, are there other things that you see like from an exercise perspective? I know it's a little tactical, but that's I probably need the tools to go do this tomorrow, right?
Well, at the end of the day, that's really what a company is doing. They're serving a specific persona, a specific customer target audience. And
Mm-hmm.
that could be a really great unifying way of getting everybody in a room and saying, these are the types of people that we're trying to provide a service for, provide a product to. And everybody, whether you're in sales or your technology or you're in a marketing position or a leader, you need to understand what these people are thinking, right? What is the psychology behind why they would make a purchase decision, or engage in our brand for a way. And I think that's a great unifying concept, because the more people know that, then they're going back to their, individual lens of what their role is, and saying, okay, how am I best using this technology to connect with this consumer? How are we best automating this process to get to our customer service representatives to provide the most value, right? I think
Yeah.
that's a really great way of looking at it, and every company should really understand their target audience.